this together. We're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Dinner was full!
Ah, yeah. You checked our shitters, honey?
Clark.
Happy holidays and welcome to Brew Crime, the podcast where we drink brews, talk crime, conspiracies, or whatever catches our attention. This is Mike and my co-host...
TJ! No, wait. Strike that and reverse it. JT!
He's dyslexic now.
Only on Sundays.
Yeah, perfect. And our guest co-host for this episode.
Hi, I'm Sneha from Cooney, the Crimes of India podcast.
Perfect. Well, do you know anything about ice hockey?
I know Canadians played.
Okay. Well, this one ties in a little bit.
That's it. That's
You don't need
good.
to know much about it. Know anything about field hockey?
Yeah, we played.
Probably similar. I don't know.
No.
I actually don't know if it is. It says hockey in the name.
that's fair. Ice field
Yeah.
hockey. There's a goalie.
It's nothing like cricket. I know that much.
There is nothing like cricket. I don't understand a doggone thing about. I've tried so hard to watch and understand cricket, and it confuses me.
Oh, I have taught what cricket is to a bunch of Americans last year, and it was hilarious.
How long did it take you to teach?
An 3
entire
matches.
semester. 3 matches. I would love to learn. I am definitely somebody who's up for learning all kinds of things. I just have tried to watch, and I'm just like, I feel like I don't Are they making this? Is the rule? Are they being written as we play? I'm confused. And the thing is I know there's a long tradition, and I know it's a big thing. So it's like, I almost don't want to make jokes about it at all.
Yeah.
You can. It's fine.
Did
It's fine.
the
But
cricket... Is cricket from India originally, or did it come from the English? Because I know they love to play it, too.
it's the English. It's the English.
Those bastards. Okay.
Those imperialist bastards.
But I have to say, JT, last year I taught cricket to like a bunch of Americans and 2-3 Europeans, and the Europeans caught on faster, so I'm not going to say anything more.
What do you mean there's not 3 bases? I don't understand. We don't have to go anywhere? Huh? I will say my dad, when he worked for the president, he did take a trip to India, and he did bring back a cricket bat. And I remember trying to hold this cricket bat as like a 6th grader. That's a heavy son of a gun. That bat is not light. And it's a solid thing. Like, you don't want to miss.
It's almost like that softball bat you guys have, like the metal one. Yeah, it's not as heavy, but it's pretty in that ballpark.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move back to the case I'm going to cover, which has got nothing to do with cricket. So the title is A Canadian Pro Hockey Player on Tuesday was sent to the penalty box, or Disney on Ice. So thanks to the Orlando Sentinel for the title of this case.
There you go.
So Darren Kramer of the Manitoba Moose, a Canadian team in what is known as the American Hockey League, found himself in a bit of trouble in our favorite haunt, Florida. First off, for those that do not know, the American Hockey League is a professional league that is the farm league just under the NHL. So, like, every NHL team will have an American Hockey League team that they can pull players from. So the Manitoba Moose are the farm team for the Winnipeg Jets.
I'm sorry, the Manitoba Moose got me. It got me.
Darren Kramer joined the Manitoba Moose after leaving his first AHL team in 2015. June 2016, he would head to Disney World with a buddy, only known as Corbin. two seemed to be having a great night / morning on June 21st. At around 1 a.m., Corbin would grab a bunch of bowling pins and a flag from the display case at Splitville Dining Room, a fancy-sounding bowling alley. So just going to steal shit. This would end up causing an altercation with police. To no one's surprise, you steal stuff, police are going to show up. The officer would try to stop Corbin and get him to hand over the bowling pins and the flag, but he would claim that he won them.
I've never gotten so drunk that I've looked at a bunch of bowling pins and said, I gotta have that.
Yep. So the officer was not taking any bullshit from them, and he demanded the stuff back. Of course, Darren would yell, "Run to Corbin," and he would do just that. The cop couldn't get him, so he started demanding information from Darren Kramer. He began to arrest him and was holding his wrist while he put on handcuffs, but the hockey enforcer wasn't having any of it and pulled away from the cop with force.
Oh no. Not in Florida.
He would try to knock the cop off his feet, and while he lost his balance, he did keep his hand on the cuffs.
He didn't pull his shirt over his head and then start punching him.
This let him fight for his balance and try to take back control, He didn't fall all the way to the ground. There was some grappling, and Darren made to punch the cop. The cop grabbed his shirt to try and take control, and this is when Darren decided to use his head.
Oh,
He
no.
would strike the officer in the chest with his head and would send both of the men to the ground. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately for the cop, Darren ended up on top of the pile. The officer, sick and tired of the shit, pulled his taser and warned Darren he better back off.
I'm going to guess Darren doesn't play hockey anymore. That's just my guess.
So this was the end of the fight as he was tased right in the shoulder and dropped. All for some stupid bowling pins and a flag his buddy stole. He was being charged with grand theft, battery of a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest.
Grand theft's kind of a stretch, don't you think?
Grand theft bowling pin.
Not very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has like a very... Reminds me of that time when, that footballer headbutted the other one in... Zidane, I think. Yeah, Zidane. He headbutted somebody else back in a World
Zidane.
Cup.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a big deal,
Yeah,
for
that
about,
was,
like,
I think,
a while.
5 minutes.
I didn't hear about it.
Oh, dude.
See, of
it was
course,
the World
the
Cup,
Canadian
wasn't
won't
it?
hear about it. It was in the World Cup.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was like the last World Cup. Was it
His
Italy?
last World Cup. His
it
last
Italy?
World Cup. I
Yeah,
think it was
it
the one in Italy. And he
Yeah.
just lost it. I think it was either the semi-final or the final, and he just went whoosh.
He literally went, pow!
Yeah.
Just that's a bad call, brother. It's a bad. But listen, Mike. Here's the thing about this story is that it really sounds like the intro to a plot of the movie The Longest Yard, where the guy goes to prison and he starts the football team.
Yeah. Football.
Yeah.
That's what this sounds like. He goes to prison, starts a hockey team. There's prisoners playing
Yeah,
hockey.
I don't see a lot of prisoners being allowed to have blades on their feet.
Though, could be fun.
We still don't know which hockey this is, do we?
Yeah,
Is this ice
yeah, yeah.
hockey? Okay.
Yes.
So later in the day on June 21st, he would be released on a $500 bail. This seems pretty low for the American system. Did,
Yeah, because-
hit a cop.
That means he only owes $50 to get out.
Yeah. The Manitoba Moose would come back with the quote of, "We don't have any comment right now."
Go
Somehow,
away,
like it
guys.
always seems to happen to pro sports athletes, he would have all of his charges dropped in the end and would continue to play hockey for the Manitoba Moose until the end of the 2017-2018 season, when he would retire from hockey. He never made the big leagues, but
He might have if he didn't do that. I mean,
no, he wasn't a great player. He was an enforcer in the American Hockey League with not a ton of skill. So all he did really was beat up people.
Or maybe he can just sell his story to Hollywood. Like,
Dude.
have a nice retirement fund.
You've probably
I
never
w-
heard of the movie, but there's a movie called Goon, and it, it could almost work.
I will spend that $5 for his story. I will spend it, and I will write that script.
Oh man.
And Adam Sandler will play the lead.
Oh, I
Yeah.
knew it. I was just thinking.
Were you really? Adam, you are international. You should know this because you totally listen to our show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh no, he has a big fan base actually in India. We do enjoy his movies, when from
They're
time to
good.
time.
They're
Time to
fun.
time. Yeah.
I like Billy Gilmore every now and again.
Oh yeah,
Billy
me
Gilmore,
too.
Billy Madison, and
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, yeah.
I like it so
Whoopsie.
much I messed up the name.
Yes.
Shows.
All right. Well, can you let everyone know where they can find your podcast?
You can find us on all podcast platforms. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And Mike will share everything in the source list, I guess. Yeah.
Sure will. All right. Thanks for tuning in to this Happy Holiday. Bye.
Bye.